Take me back to the nights we felt alive, picking up the pieces on a summer night. I didn't know that I would feel just like my heart's on fire whenever I'm with you. Cause we go back in time, the thrills I miss, and all the things I wish we did. All I know is that I need somebody like you. Cause I can't waste another night sitting here alone, hoping for your voice on the telephone. I know it's a supercut as you walk away, playing in my mind all the things I never close my eyes, and the sky's on fire. I can't waste another night sitting here alone. We can do it all again, and I'll never let you go.
Hello. Hi.
It surprised me.
Hi, I am Dina Nina Martinez.
I'm Greg Potter.
And you are watching
DNG
DNG
Live.
Live.
Hi.
Hi.
I've been drinking.
It's
Like a Sunday routine.
It's
COVID, and I'm still doing brunch like I did brunch in my 20s.
How? Like, I don't even want to go. Like, we went, where did I go and have dinner?
I'm finding very hole in the wall places with patios.
Okay.
With like not a lot, and not like a traditional brunch where you're like with 30 people. Traditional brunch.
Traditional
like
gay
a
brunch.
dick.
A traditional gay brunch.
But it's the traditional, it's
The COVID traditional
COVID
brunch.
traditional brunch where there's just a few people and then you end up
Yeah.
drinking a lot more than you thought.
Hey
Why do
everyone,
I speak?
hey everyone, make sure that you go follow us on all the socials.
Gigi Potter.
And Dina Nina Martinez
Oh,
and everything. And then make sure that you follow us on, that's the wrong one. Let me get the right. How about this? We'll just put it over our faces. Nope, that doesn't work as well either. How about this one? No,
My producer's just going to take care of the shit.
Your shirt is white.
It's pink.
Okay. Okay, Dina and Greg show. This is how we're starting.
Who allowed me to come? I told you. We were about to get on. I was like, are you prepared for this? And she's like, yeah. We used to do
Did
this.
I say yeah? I don't know if I
We
said
used to
yeah.
do this on Sundays like this where we were both like this.
Yes.
Unprepared.
Like, and I was usually drunk too with you.
Yeah, exactly. Both of us. And now it's just me. Hi. I'm pretty.
We're really excited to be here. We've got lots of things to talk about as the world still is on fire.
We're hour 12 of the apocalypse. Thank you very much.
Hour 12, yes, in the global time. So what have you been up to this week, Greg?
Oh my gosh. Do you want to start? I've got a whole. This is the part that I have things to talk about.
I love it. Yeah, I mean,
Are you
go
prepared?
ahead. You
Are you
start.
prepared?
No, let's do
Are
it.
you prepared?
They're not prepared either.
So, okay, my faux boyfriend, my neighbor Dan.
Mhm.
Faux as in like we both made jokes. He's a straight man, and we've been dating for a year now. Non-sexual.
It is like you guys are together.
I know. He's like my other non-sexual life partner. Dina's my number one non-sexual
You're
life partner.
male.
So
Non-sexual
he
life
moves in a week, and so we started his goodbye festivities. And
Goodbye Fest 2020.
Goodbye! Okay, so and we went yesterday to drink with his friends from his softball team.
I just felt like we were at the Gay Olympics getting ready for a swimming meet.
On your mark, get set, go. Okay, so we were. That laugh. Okay, so we were at Devil's Lake floating yesterday. And it was me and Dan, the only two in our 30s, wink, wink, 30s. Now that I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 40s. It's a big realization
I don't even want to
that I
talk to you
keep
about
not thinking about. Anyway, so we're sitting there, and then I realized the youngest one of this group could be my daughter. So I'm like, okay, well, this is interesting. Like that, this is like such a wide age group that are out here floating in this lake.
Did you know them, or everybody was just?
I
kind
met
of
them
like,
multiple times, but I didn't
Okay.
I didn't really process that. So then she started, the youngest one, could be my daughter, started asking questions,
Okay.
gay questions.
Gay questions.
So I got
like, do you have anal? Like, have you ever fisted?
yeah, those questions. I told the fisting story. Anyway,
Do you know what trunk butt
not
is?
me fisting. Not anyway. Okay, just this is for adults. The show.
Oh,
just-
did I need to put the R rating
you
up
need to
there
put the
because
R's in it.
language?
Okay. So we're sitting there, and then a joke came up about pitchers and catchers,
Mhm.
and I made a gay joke about tops and bottoms, and she's like, "That's what started it." What do you mean tops and bottoms? I was like, "Well, you've got your tops, and then your bottoms, and then like,
bikini top and trunks."
and you're like, I want to give it and I want to receive it, but not fisting. Sorry, I don't have another phallic device to like." Anyway. And then it
Like
got-
you want to give
then-
it, or you want to take it?
So
How
okay,
is that?
we are both very sexual positive people, Dina and I. So
I
if
am
you've never
not
heard the
really,
show,
but
you're sexually positive. You just are
I'm
not.
outwardly sexually
you're not
positive.
sexually active these days.
Correct.
So, and I used to be very sexually active,
But you're corona.
but I'm coroned. Anyway, so since I have not been able to speak very freely about sex,
Or
I was
do
like-
very freely.
I was
sex.
like a vomit, a verbal vomit like syndrome. Anyway,
Sex
we
vomit.
talked about everything. Sex vomit. No, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, so we went into. I got into. She's a young heterosexual cisgender woman who had a lot of questions, and she's like, "When's the first time that you bottomed?" And I told her about it. Patrick and
It's with my
Tara, if
uncle.
you're listening,
Oh,
you were there with
sorry.
me that night. You know that it happened that night. It was 2002. I was living in Las Vegas. It all, anyway. So we went all into all of it, and then I ended up talking about the Cape Town orgy.
Orgy.
Oh, of course. But it was very I did not know that I would be giving a tutorial on gay sex in the middle of a lake on floaties.
Why would you
I wish I had
never
my
think that you
PowerPoint.
would?
Where
Always,
was my
there's
PowerPoint?
always like a
Ugh,
sex TED talk,
right. I really should give
gay
one.
sex TED talk.
I'm an expert in collaboration, but I'm also an expert in
Orgulation. That was fun. I don't know.
this is the life we leave.
Yeah,
Leave,
oh God,
leave, not leave. I'm not leaving this life.
I'm ready.
No.
I've said that forever, but I'm also gonna live to 90, and I'm gonna hate every second of it, and I'm gonna love every second of it. But I'm not gonna
Right.
hate.
You're gonna live longer than I am. But,
That's
okay, so
just-
so my weekend was that, and then last night, these 20-somethings, they can go forever. And then we're not talking about sex. I met them,
I was like, oh,
I met them at 9 a.m. And then at 9 p.m. I was like, I gotta tap out. And they're like, we're gonna go play wiffle ball. And I love them. They're great people. But I'm like, I'm gonna go get high and cuddle my dog.
go to sleep.
It's
That's
just,
all I want to do, ever, anymore.
But that does not make for good television.
It doesn't.
And
Did you
then-
like how I just got so serious about it? That's all I want to do, ever.
But then today,
hmm
words are coming. They're eventually gonna
I'm
come.
waiting. I'm waiting.
I got up, I got a bunch of stuff done. I went and got coffee, and then I went and met Dolly. And then we continued talking about sex. So yes, that's my story.
I don't know what that face
That's
was.
what
I
I've
was
been
just
doing.
like, I love it. So
Talking,
I
not getting.
word.
But
Word.
I'm making a small list, COVID list, so as we get into the fall, because cuffing season is here, people. It is here. Do you know the word
Nobody
cuffing?
ever wants to cuff me.
Do you know the term cuffing?
Oh, of course I do.
Oh, yeah. Do you know the term cuffing? If you don't know the term cuffing, it's cuddle season. It's like when you you get someone for the winter and you hang out with them all winter until the spring
You
comes.
handcuff yourself to another person for a season.
You're
Not forever, but for a season.
What happens when you're cuffed to someone for life?
I don't know. Besides, you have to deal with them talking about having sex with men when you're not.
Right. What are you What's going on with you? What's going on with your hair?
You can't really see it.
Get down, bend down, girl, because people need to see your hair.
Okay.
Wait,
So,
how do we change it?
This is
Put
the
it on
problem.
your pad.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on mine.
Put it on yours, yeah.
It's on me. Hi. I don't know if you can see this, but
It's they
there's
can kind
some
of see
red.
it. Can I
I got some
alter it
fire
light?
engine red in here.
It's fucking hot.
I love it. It's like orangey red, and I spent
Here,
7
I'm gonna
hours
throw
in
some
it.
light there.
Thank you, Serena. Can you?
Put your hair down a little bit more. No, that's not it. No,
Oh, well, that's what.
Oh, okay. There
Yeah.
you go. I was wanting to use the light from my laptop.
That was a different angle than I expected. So I have gotten my hair professionally done probably 3 times in the last 15 years.
Oh, I remember the weave.
Yeah. Oh God, and I got a weave, and oh Lord Jesus, that was not comfy.
That was an LA proper weave.
It was an LA proper weave. It was cute it was cute for about a week, and then it wasn't cute.
And then it was a lot of.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So okay, so
so I got my hair done. Serena's hair now in Monona. Just if anybody's go check her out. She's really fun. She had her mask on the whole time I had my mask on, and I wear my mask for a lot of things, but I don't wear it for a long period of time constantly. So I was in the chair for about 6-7 hours. Like it was a long day. And it started hurting, and I was like, oh my God, now I get why people were bitching about it. I get it. I understand now. But also, I usually wear it and then take it off and then wear it and then take it off for things like getting out of the car and going into someplace. So I got my hair done professionally, and I think that's really all this week has been. I feel really
That's
like
our
I
show.
don't
Have
want
a
to
good
do.
night.
Thank you, everyone. See you next week. Thank you, everyone. Person watching.
That's not been your week though.
Pretty much that, watching television, which we'll talk about, and cuddling with the dog and eating cookies that last all night long.
We have a friend. She made some cookies.
They are really good cookies.
Okay, this is not an alcohol and drug podcast.
It is
so
not.
you know.
I don't do drugs. I only do natural things other than caffeine, which is not natural.
The cookie is technically, it's a
No.
natural drug.
It is not a drug.
It's a natural drug. Okay. Hi.
So we're never running for public office.
I am. I still will someday. They can.
I'm like, I talk about fisting and UFOs. Like, I'm never gonna.
The millennials and Gen Z, they don't care.
Okay. Awesome. Hi, everyone. Dean and Nina Martinez, 2020 president. Write-in candidate.
Okay. So what do you got to do? Wait, are you gonna go to the next segment or what?
Sure. Do you want to? Let's go to the news.
I feel like we have other things to
Lots
talk
of things
about
are
though,
happening
in our lives.
I don't have much, I feel. Other than I want to cry right now because I'm so sad.
Don't.
But I'm not
'cause
sad.
If you cry, I'm gonna cry.
We're
all
cry, then it makes great television.
I've cried a lot this week. Okay, let's talk about this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm still home for South Africa, and I hope that some of my South African friends and my loved ones message to this when they watch it in the morning when they wake up, because many of them have been watching in the morning.
Oh,
On
really?
Monday mornings.
Hi, Monday morning. Hi, everyone from South Africa.
And poor Chantel got the worst of this week. Okay, a good friend of mine in South Africa passed away. He's the best friend of one of my really good friends, and passed away this week. But it's brought up a whole a slew of emotions because I've lost some people in very similar ways recently. Anyway, so on Friday, I had a great afternoon, and I drank a little bit. I drank. Anyway, and so I drank, and then I'm sending all these like videos to everyone in South Africa. And then the best part though was getting all of them back on Saturday of like, oh, how are you? How are you? But the best was for my friend Chantel, who is a sex therapist in Cape Town, who's getting her PhD. We need to have her on the show.
Yes.
She's like, I'm so sorry, boo. I'm so sorry. And in her South African dialect. And she's like, but look at me. I had a sex injury. And her like whole arm is all full of a cast. I was like, girl, you need to tell me this. And I have not heard it. So you need to tell me the sex injury.
I want to know about your sex injury.
Although I don't know how she's having a sex injury. Sexury. I don't know how, because they're stricter with COVID than we are.
Yeah.
So
as they should be.
Yes. They're up to about 600,000 cases in South Africa, and they've not even had 10,000 deaths. So they're doing something right. Anyway, hi. I'm all over the place. Everyone listening, I'm so sorry. I'm all over the place.
It's fine. I love it. So here goes out to all the South African people watching DNG Live. Mwah! We love you.
Cheers to your sex jury.
I don't know what that was. I'm glad you're wounding yourself during coitus. Is that? I don't. Okay. Hi. Shall we go to the news?
Let's go to the news.
Okay, news. I'm the only one with things in here.
Are you gonna do the?
No, because I don't have like it's just. Is that really news?
No, you have the other one.
Nope, not for this one.
Oh, you did last week when we went into.
I did it wrong. It was supposed to be.
Oh.
That's the wrong segment. So hi. So this is the news updates. Joe Biden is expected to announce his VP candidate this week again.
Fucking time. I'm so sick of getting 3 emails a day on who's his VP candidate going to be.
So he talked in person to Gretchen
Wieners.
Whitmer.
My father's the inventor of toaster strudels.
Whitmer.
Yes.
Governor Whitmer. Is her name Gretchen? Now I'm so neurotic that
I think it is.
So in person during a pandemic. So it seems like she's high on the list. But then we also have like Rice and Harris in the running, Kamala, and is Elizabeth Warren even on that list any longer?
I think she still is, but he's going to still surprise us.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that his VP candidate or VP choice will be the galvanizing, besides Trump, like help really get us excited about the ticket versus the candidate.
In all of this,
I'm not really excited.
In all this, I'm just excited about watching the VP debate because the VP debate,
the VD debate,
the VP debate in the last 3 elections has been the most entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really has. Like Biden up against Sarah Palin, that was brilliant. I wish that we had that Biden running for president right now. We don't. Unfortunately, we have an old senile man that's kind of running. But hopefully, when he passes away and Kamala Harris takes over as president, then we'll be a much better place. Did I just expose all of my hopes and dreams?
I think you did.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the VP. There was an earthquake in North Carolina, you guys. 5.1 magnitude earthquake in North Carolina. It's the biggest earthquake they've had in over 100 years, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, y'all!"
We don't talk about fault lines enough in this country.
We don't.
In grad school that I was focused on looking at the New Madrid like fault line and creating a plan with the governor of Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi on what would happen if that fault line goes. See how serious I got immediately? Yeah.
It's the New Madrid, although it's spelled like New Madrid.
Yes.
But it's Madrid.
And in 1888, around then, the quake was like a 7.8 quake, and the Mississippi River flew backward, went backwards, and like if that happens today, which it's very well going to, that it will, I mean, it's the crossroads roads of our country. Like our country is going to fall apart. We have not.
And that fault line goes all the way up to in Illinois, right?
Yeah.
And all the way down to Texas for sure.
Yeah,
I remember hearing about
there
it.
are no like proper emergency plans of action if this happens.
On top of it, the construction for most of the buildings there would not withstand a 5.1 or
and it's our
bigger.
most vulnerable people in this country in the Mississippi Delta. I mean, there are people there without power, there are people there without indoor plumbing. Like, we will have lots. Anyway, I just went very apocalyptic. And anyway, so I'm not shocked that an earthquake happened there, but we should be talking about fault lines and earthquakes a little bit more in this country. I'm done.
We also
the emergency manager in me will shut up now.
I mean, we also had a pandemic response team 4 years ago.
Which then they were
ago.
Not ready for this.
No, but they knew it was coming and they were at least preparing. That is okay. So I'm really
let's go back. What
There's
else? Something else
earthquake?
that came up with the earthquake.
Okay.
Oh my God! What? Oh, we talked about my.
This is how the show is going today, you guys. You're welcome.
Sorry, I apologize. It's
also feel free to comment.
Yeah,
feel free to comment.
Comment,
and we will chat back to you live.
That's what we're here for.
That's why we're here.
I love that. Speaking of earthquakes, the first time Christine was ever in an earthquake, we had the conversation.
Yes, we had this.
With the first time I was ever in an earthquake, which was with you.
Yep.
During what movie? War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. Tom Cruise
in
at
LA,
the Grove.
And everyone's shaking. We're all shaking, like a movie, like a Universal Studio, like ride. And I just look at Dina. I'm like, shouldn't we leave?
It didn't look like that, I swear.
Shouldn't we leave? And she's like, no, just watch the movie.
Just the movie's good.
Earthquakes
you
are
were
a
freaked
serious
out.
thing.
I mean, they are scary.
Freaked out. Anyway.
And the thing is, we had so many quakes while we were there, but we were working or we were doing things and nobody noticed them.
Yeah. Except
at night, and you're like, what just happened? Why is my
why
is my hoarder room falling down on me?
I remember in 2008 when I was living here in Madison, when I came home for about a year, there was a night we had an earthquake in Illinois, and my alarm clock fell off my nightstand.
Oh, really?
Like here, we felt it in Madison.
Oh, wow.
So like earthquakes happen.
They do. We live on tectonic plates, y'all. I don't know why I'm really
okay. What do you have next?
Really
What's going on?
So I was watching the news earlier today, and there was an election in Belarus. So the president, I think he's been president for like 20 years. Like, he's been in office for a long time, but he's also very dictatorial. Lukashenko, he was declared the winner, although his very strong opposition, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya. She's great. I mean, she and two other women were kind of on the ticket and campaign manager and everything together. And people showed out in droves. They had, like, even at the Moscow Belarusian, embassy, there were people lined up like they were waiting for an iPhone to vote. Like, they were waiting to vote. Not all of them voted.
Not all of them.
Everybody, it seemed like Svetlana won in the exit polls and things, but they knew he was going to declare himself. Essentially, they said that the newspaper had already been printed. So, sending out good energy to Belarus. Hopefully, we're not going to join the same.
Also, that's a lesson I got into in conversation with a couple of the 20-year-olds yesterday. And they're like, but I don't know who to vote for. And I'm just like, right now in this election, President Trump is not going to just go easily. Mm-hmm. We need to have both the Electoral College and the popular vote in our favor to have an argument when this is done. Yeah. So go fucking vote. Mm-hmm. So let that be a lesson to us in the United States.
Yes, please go out and vote. No matter what you believe or who you're voting for, please go out and vote for Joe Biden. That was a joke. I was trying to be funny. I'm trying to get myself situated. I am so sorry. This show is really weird.
It's not
Next.
weird.
100
Is it
days.
weird? This is like how our shows used to always be.
It's true. New Zealand, but they couldn't watch us do weird things. So New Zealand has been 100 days free of community spread of COVID-19. 100 days. New Zealand.
Power to the women.
Female prime minister. But I just found it really great. Okay, yeah, okay. Everyone next.
No,
What's
that's
next?
fantastic. Okay, speaking of Corona,
Corona.
at brunch today, late brunch.
I'm gonna highlight you.
No, okay. At late brunch today, we had an issue. I ordered a vodka soda and they would not bring a lime because they said we do not do garnishes because of COVID-19. I've eaten at a lot of restaurants and patios since this has all happened, and that was the first time I've ever heard that response. We further made jokes that we were only going to get clean plates because they couldn't serve anything during COVID-19. Anyway, I need you to pipe in.
Good.
Things are changing.
What else do you want? So
during brunch, it was a much funnier conversation.
True, I'm sure it was. Okay, next. Let's get into this. And Greg is back. Hi, everyone. So welcome to So Sochi.
Hi.
Hi. What you got for So Sochi?
Go at it.
Awesome. So this week, Kylie Minogue released her new video for the new album or new song, Say Something. And it is a disco glittery coronavirus dream.
Is it?
It is.
How have I not
She's on this big golden horse that's flying through the cosmos. Everything is glittery and has that, the filter or whatever that picks up all the glitter, like the light sparks. There's like explosions of stars and gay boys dancing in solo, maybe overlaid. It's like very, if you would have watched Public Access in the 80s and 90s, but a little more refined and gorgeous and amazing, and Kylie Minogue ages in reverse. Okay, she doesn't age in reverse, but she's not aging.
She's just
fast.
not aging.
I can see that she's aged, but I'm also like, how are you like 900 now and you look the way you look? She's not 900. She's like
940.
2 or 3 years older than I am.
But she looks amazing.
Which means that she's 50.
The big thing about social media that I'm taking, it's not even like something I saw on Sochi this week or for Sochi, it's just about social media, is that Trump made the executive order this week. He talked about it last week, but then this week he made the executive order that if an American company does not buy TikTok, that in 45 days, now it's about 39 days, that it will be banned in the States. First of all, this is the first time that we've had something banned in the States. Often I go, when I'm traveling, things will be like, I can't access Pandora in South Africa. I couldn't access Netflix in Mozambique. Like, things like are blocked there, but we don't have anything that's been blocked here. So first of all, that we know of. First of all, that's very interesting that it's so mainstream, though. I mean, Netflix, to be like, it's so mainstream that to be blocked in the country. Mainstream here. Hello, American Lens. I get what I'm saying. Right. I see it.
But it's a pretty big media company that has a large presence in not only North America, but the UK, Australia.
And my question that I've not seen the actual debate on is this stemming because he's still so pissed off because of what TikTok did, what TikTok participants and followers and users have done because of like his his thing in Tulsa and like other
Yeah.
things? Or is he pissed off because it's a China-based company? Like, where is it, and why is it this? Why
Yeah.
why not take offense to Instagram?
I mean, like, TikTok is huge.
I know, but
And
it's
if you
still,
take that away from the millennials, they will fucking come for you.
but there's still more millennials using Instagram right now and Snapchat than there are TikTok.
Zennials.
TikTok is still not even in the
No,
top
that's not.
5 social media.
But it's
Using
so
platforms.
like
It's relevant. It's
growing, yeah,
clearly,
it's
but like
super relevant.
it's still not even in the top 5. So why is this still like his ego's burnt?
Yeah.
Like, his ego.
And we know that is the reason he responds to most things, is when he feels like somebody has made him feel wrong. Like, what? Okay. Also, Republicans and fucking Democrats and everybody in between, everybody in Congress, you need to get your shit together and take care of the people of this country and stop being fucking children and work together, because you're being just as impetuous and annoying and it pisses me off. Go out there and work to fucking together so that we can get things under control in this goddamn country. Thank you.
All of you work together.
Yes.
Also, I have a different question.
I'm so mad at our Congress, and the Republicans are just like, yep, we're going to leave now. Y'all have fun. We haven't decided anything. People are losing their jobs, going hungry, getting evicted, losing everything that they have ever had. And we're just going to go on our vacation and spend time with our family.
I have an equally important question.
Fuck your
for you
faces.
right now.
In love and life.
The culprit of why I'm drunk right now just posted a comment.
Mhm.
And would you say this is pink or lavender?
Pink.
It's pink, Dolly. This
Yes,
is
it
okay.
is pink.
Yeah. Okay, what else you got for social?
I came across a thing where this guy, his name is John Boyne, he wrote a book called A Traveler at the Gates of Wisdom. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a fiction book based on his story. He also wrote The Kid and the Boy in the Pajamas movie. Or
The Boy in the
movie.
Striped Pajamas,
Yes, yeah.
which is an amazing Holocaust movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what my understanding is. Okay, anyway. So
It won an
I
Oscar.
know I haven't watched it, but I'm not sure. I think that was him. Anyway, so Dana Schwartz on Dana Schwartz ZZZ on Twitter said, so while John Boyne was doing a perfunctory Google search for how to dye clothes red, he found a site listing monster parts and accidentally put them in a very serious book. I'm very embarrassed for him, and this is a nightmare, but it's also very funny. So it seems like he was doing a Google search for how to dye things red, and he found a list of ingredients from a Zelda game to change the color of a clothes. So John Boyne responds.
What year is the Zelda game? Is it like
I don't know.
Zelda original Nintendo
No.
from like 1995?
I don't know.
I would
Anyway.
like to know.
So he responded, LOL, that is actually kind of hilarious. I'm totally willing to own it. Something tells me I'll be telling this anecdote on stage for many years to come. I thought that was so brilliant that he had such a good humor about it, you know? Thanks. And that's all I have for So Sochi. So, Greg.
What you watching?
Ben.
We'll talk about this later about my color of my shirts.
Okay, what you watching?
What you watching?
What you watching?
Do you want me to blow my load right now on what I'm watching, or do you want to share first?
I really want you to terminate the usage of blow my load.
It's done. My cisgender male is getting rid of it now. Okay.
That's all I want.
So last Tuesday, I went to spin
Mhm.
at the noon class, and the instructor was Katie. This all reveals to what I'm watching. And at the end, she's like, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh my gosh, are you watching Umbrella Academy? And I said, no, what is Umbrella Academy? Because I was like,
Mhm.
that sounds dumb.
It's so good.
I'm now almost done with season 2. And I started, this is Tuesday. This last week that I started watching it. And I'm almost done with season 2. So
Awesome.
it's brilliant.
I just started watching it.
Oh my
I
gosh.
actually 2 weeks ago started it so that it would have remained in my Netflix queue, but I didn't actually start watching it because I was going to sleep.
Right.
I was medicated.
I will
And-
say if you love superheroes, like superhero shows, but you also love Deadpool, this is right up your alley. Like it's
and if you
such
love
a-
Ellen Page,
and if you love Ellen Page, or
Monkey People,
no, well,
yes,
people too.
He's kind of
really,
sexy,
it's
I'm not gonna
Tom.
lie.
It's Tom.
Mhm.
Oh, what is his name?
Tom Hiddleston.
He was like the cover of Men's Health for yeah.
Hiddleston.
No, they were adding a lot of syllables to it.
Okay,
It's like Tom. I
the
mean,
guy that looked like he hadn't worked out legs ever. That one?
he what?
Oh no, he's the one that plays Diego, correct?
No, I'm talking about no. Diego's hot too.
Okay.
But
But the one that plays number 1,
yes,
who looks like he's never worked out his legs. He never had a leg day.
Tom Hopper.
Oh, Tom Hopper.
Because it's in my my Google search. Tom Hopper
I was
shirtless.
like, Tom Hanks doesn't look like Tom.
Tom Hopper shirtless.
Oh yeah, perfect. I
Who
mean, he
doesn't
was
do
really
that?
hot. Like he's really hot. I just didn't look him up then. But
Who doesn't do that though? When you see someone and
All the
you're like,
time.
is this just a gay man thing? Or
no. Well,
because I'm like, oh, they're hot. So and so shirtless.
I'm a straight
Images.
woman and I do it.
It's okay.
But arguably, I'm also queer. So
You're a straight woman.
fair. I do that.
Elder lesbian Dina Martinez.
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, last week and a half, you kept bringing up Radioactive,
I haven't watched it yet.
so I
though.
ended up watching it.
Okay, I didn't realize it was out yet. Okay.
There are
I'm all
no. Madame Curie does not kill zombie and aliens. It is just a period piece with modern elements.
I don't know how I
She
feel about
actually
that.
discovered radioactivity. So that's why it's called Radioactive. And it kind of tells the story of her life. It's really brilliant. It's a beautiful film.
Do they talk about her figuring out penicillin?
I don't think that's her. She discovered radioactivity and then made France employ the use of X-ray machines on the battlefield during one of the world wars.
Okay, so
X-rays and radioactivity.
did you watch the
you're in-
trailer before you watched it? Because the
Yeah.
trailer is deceiving them.
Well, because you've got those modern elements in a period piece, and it's kind of like, you know how, what is the film with Octavia Spencer that I just watched that I can't remember right now? Madam.
Where she is the entrepreneur.
Yes.
With the hair.
So you know
product.
how it was a period piece, but they had modern
Yeah.
elements? It's kind of like that. And because she discovered radioactivity, there's a lot of there's some flash forwards.
Okay, so me touting off about her getting special powers and she shouldn't.
She didn't have special powers.
Okay, she's just a magical, brilliant woman who accomplished some amazing shit.
And died from discovering things
I think that she
like
did
radioactivity.
Who's the woman that did
I
penicillin
don't
then?
know.
Okay,
I didn't research that.
I'll look it up.
So it's really good. And then I've been watching Cosmic Disclosure on Gaia TV a lot.
Tell more. What have you learned?
A lot of things
Like what?
about aliens.
Like what?
That the government has been working with extraterrestrial species and that they live here and everything.
This
So
is where we
then-
lose. This is where we lose our political campaigns.
That's fine. So I did some research this week. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin.
I thought it was a
knew
woman.
it
Thank you,
wasn't a
Ben.
woman.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Ben.
Thanks, Ben. So, I did a little research today on alien disclosure, and in this within 2020, 2020, I don't know why you're looking like that.
I was just looking at
NBC News, CNN News, New York Times, and a bunch of other people, like mainstream media organizations, have written articles about alien disclosure in the last 6 months. I find it very interesting. And I hear so many people, and I've said it too, I wouldn't be surprised if I look out the window and there's an alien man standing there. I wouldn't be surprised for a lot of other reasons, but
we just got into another conversation about aliens this last week.
yes.
With who?
With Christine Levine 2 weeks ago.
In person recently, you and I.
Who did we talk to?
We talk about aliens probably too much.
It's my fault. So I'm running for office.
Martinez 2021. Okay.
Ben said fact checking. Fact check away. I just went on there. They talked about disclosure and aliens and that the undercover alien, whatever. There was an office that I can't remember.
We never acknowledge that we know facts. This is not a fact show.
I just know what I know.
Floop, where'd Dina go? Anyway, what else you watching?
That's all.
Oh, yeah.
I had 3, you had 2.
Yes.
I mean, I'm also
we can always go back to the Golden Girls because last night I got stoned and then I'm going to watch some more episodes. I haven't watched them 7,000 times.
I'm rewatching. What is it called? Oh my God, why? Expanse. It's good. It's an outer space one. All right, smartass.
What do you say?
So tired of people with their foil hat jokes. That's all.
But I brought mine.
Yes. You're great. So
since we don't have a guest tonight,
coming from.
Since we don't have a guest tonight, this is when we're just gonna talk about something.
This was the other part of Sososhi.
That's a penis.
It is not. So this lady in Arkansas, she works at Wichita Baptist University.
There's a penis.
Hold
on your paper.
Wait. So her mom ordered her a marble cutting board, right? And the marble cutting board came. She works at Wichita Baptist University. And can you see? Can we see? This is the design that was on the marble cutting board. She was like, I was just so surprised that they had a penis on it. So yes, there's a penis on it, but it's a cutting board that they ordered from Amazon that came in the mail to somebody who works at a Baptist University in Arkansas, and it had a penis. She was like, it had a penis on it.
Could you imagine your mom getting that?
No, God, she would be
Teresa.
Like, guess I'm gonna have to give this to Dina. It's a reminder. I'm just kidding. Also, another thing that was on social, we're going everywhere. I know.
Everywhere.
Polish MPs created a rainbow flag in their outfits to protest the president swearing in because their new president is notoriously anti-LGBT, and all these women were in rainbow outfits and they carried rainbow flags with them to the swearing in of the new.
Well, and this week
president.
There was 2 cities in Poland that said that they were going to be anti-LGBT spaces, and the EU said, nope. That's bullshit. So
and we're gonna take your funding, bitch.
So that's probably
with your money.
That flag is probably a response to that.
Yeah.
See, I know things.
Great. I'm so glad you know things. I just read things today. And then my friend Elizabeth Gomez, she's so funny, and she is from Chicago. She wrote a post that I was dying over. Okay, she said, I watched 2 rom-coms in a row, enjoyed both of them. Quarantine has murdered my spirit. Go ahead and friend me. Soon my feed will be asking for JLo and Matthew McConaughey Rex. I don't want you to see me like this. Look away. It was Lovebirds in Palm Springs, by the way. I said look away. I thought it was
I
brilliant.
think we missed you a little bit. We lost you.
No.
Read it again.
I watched 2 rom-coms in a row and enjoyed both of them. Quarantine has murdered my spirit. Go ahead, unfriend me. Soon my feed will be asking for JLo and Matthew McConaughey Rex. I don't want you to see me like this. Look away.
Look away!
It was Lovebirds in Palm Springs, by the way. I said look away. And scene.
That's
Fine.
our show. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye. We still have 15 minutes. Can you believe we would talk this long? You have something else. Talk to me. What's going on?
So, okay.
And back to you. Oh,
Why
back
do
to
you
you.
keep doing this? Because that's not fair. Anyway, so in Wisconsin, it's summer right now. Summer's
Ugh.
enjoyable. Don't. And how are people starting to prep for, or like to, Dolly and I talked about this at brunch today. How are you starting to prep for how we're going to handle the fall and the winter for COVID / just precautions? Like, how are you going to do this? I'm ready for both of us. Like, I have to see people. Like, there's like Dolly and I started getting a whole bunch of list of things that we're going to do this fall and winter so that I can see her. So, like, what do we start doing? What are you going to do? What's going on? How are we going to, like,
I'm just going to continue to eat my feelings, gain weight, and stay at home.
I don't know if we should have this.
Why? You
Because I keep looking at you. And
Okay,
it looks
fine.
weird.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hi.
I recently was talking to people that they were having, there rumors of people having COVID parties, kind of like remember
bug parties.
what did the HIV positive parties, what were they called? There was a
Bug party.
the bug, yeah, anyway, there's a whole documentary on HBO about getting the bug, and I'm like, we're not to that point where, right? Like, where I mean, I get the idea of like, I just want this damn thing and get it over with, but also we don't know what it does to us long term. We don't know what, how long we
changes
can pass
our
it on.
DNA. There's alien DNA in the virus that alters your DNA.
Anyway, what are your plans for what?
I'm just gonna continue to do what I do now. Like, I'm gonna hug the fuck out of you whenever I can, because you're one of the only people that I can hug right now. And I'm going to cry and eat and watch television.
Let's talk more about crying and eating.
Yes. I'm gonna cry and eat. I've gained at least 10 pounds since COVID. At least. I've gained 15 pounds since I became vegan. Vegan-ish. Mostly vegan. I just feel like I'm going to be 900 pounds. I'm going to be What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
You're going to have to cut the door open to
give
get
you
me
a couple
out.
bed sheets just to wear as a dress.
Exactly.
Okay,
I love a muumuu. I get home, I want to take my bang piece, my bra off, and my jeans off and put my muumuu on. That's all I want to do.
Okay.
And that's all I want to do right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. And we talked about exhaustion.
We did before we started the show, like the idea of like every day, not every day, but often it's the idea of, okay, I've got to get these things done before I can go back to sleep. And it's this weird.
And I just want to sleep. I want to wake up and go back to sleep. Like, I want to eat Ben & Jerry's non-dairy ice cream, watch shitty TV, get high, and go to sleep with my dog. Like, that's literally all I want. Like, yesterday, I was awake, but I was in bed until almost 11:30. I mean, I let Gertie out, but like that's all I want to do anymore. I come into the office all the time and work, but I don't work because I don't have a brain. I have pandemic brain. I can't remember a goddamn thing.
It's so right though. Like it's this idea of, okay, I'm gonna like I try to calendar out my week, which have gotten busier. My weeks have gotten busier, but then it's the idea of like, okay, I just have these 12 things to do, and then I can eat a gummy and then go back to bed. So not every day, thankfully, but
yeah.
And I'm very lucky that I got a dog before we got into the deepness of this. And the dog is like, it's something because I don't have the opportunity to just let my dog out. I've got to take her for a walk. Like, and it's it keeps me going.
I'll just let her out.
So I think one answer to my question is find something that keeps you going in all this. Whether it's your job, a dog, a sex partner.
Meditating.
How's meditating going?
Good. I just hit 20 days consecutively, mostly between 20 and 30 minutes right now. But yesterday it was like 10, which, I'm like, hey, if that's all.
My good friend Michelle in LA is doing her habit hacks and her like half the national average. And the thing that she keeps hitting on is frequency. Like, you get frequency and then you can, once you have that, then you can like kick it up a gear. But like if you hit it every day, and that's what I'm hearing with you is like you're hitting the meditation every day, and that at least you hit it, even if it's for 3 minutes, even if it's for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I can see my abs again, and that was part of that. Of like
I can't see my feet. I mean, I can't now because I can lift them up, but
I was trying.
You're seeing your abs, and I can't see my feet.
I was just trying to stick with the theme, and then you had to get us all off. If you do want to do a 30-day ab challenge, our friend Sarah and I put one together, and I'll post it. I'll post the Google Doc up on the Dina and Greg show, the D&G Live page, so then you can use it if you want it. So
I'm in the throes of Lady Laughs Comedy Festival coming up, so
let's talk about it.
It's coming up.
That's all. Okay, let's talk about the idea of having to bring events that are in person, having to bring them virtual, and how that's changing. I'm doing actually a lot of consulting work for different clients on bringing their conferences virtually. So, like what do you
I think the trick is presenting the trick is presenting a pay-per-view model when your infrastructure hasn't been a pay-per-view model, because everything we've done online, in person. So, I mean, we're doing our once a week, or once every 2 week show, Extra AF, which is fun and amazing, and I love doing it. And that works, but that that's not monetized. You know what I mean? Right. So how does a small business run a comedy festival as smoothly as possible while being a pay-per-view model?
One thing I'm noticing with these conferences is that our mindset is in these old ways of doing conferences. Like you go, you register, you get your breakfast. And I'm like, people are eating their breakfast already at home and they've already registered. To get something online so they can sit there and eat their Cheerios while they're like, get them engaged when their minds are fresh, and do not hold because often in conferences, you hold the keynote to the end of the day. And then just because you want to keep people there in the seats all day, but on a virtual, you don't have to do that. Have your keynote right in the way. So they're taking the best, feedback, they're getting the best notes from it and the highlights from it, and then use that to propel the rest of your day. And also don't do anything between 12 and 3. There's no reason that you have to have anything then, because people can go take a nap. They can do their other work that they need to be working on. There's so much freedom and so much creativity to be had that we haven't tapped into, at least with online conferences.
Yeah. And with comedy shows, comedy festival, that's the tricky part, because we're doing live aspect. So it'll be streamed you can log in and click on the day and and watch it live, and then you can come back for up to 3 months from when you sign up to rewatch it, or to, if you didn't get a chance to watch it live, then you can watch it later. So, I mean, there are positive, pros and cons to it. Obviously, I'm going to have people that are laughing in the room, so it keeps that going. But, I mean, this is what it is, and so go sign up. It's going to be fun. It's giving me a lot of agita because I'm organizing it, and yeah, but other than that,
but it's something new and different, but it's also something new and different,
and also the same.
In the end, it's going to make us all much better.
So you can find out more about Lady Loves Comedy Festival, which is going to be August 26th, 29th, and the 2nd through the 5th of September. So 8 days, 2 shows a night. And it is, you can go to ladylaughscomedy.com and click on ILLCF 2020 to find out more. Yeah, that's what I got. And hi.
We are announcing on Monday. Oh no, not this Monday. Today's Sunday. A week from tomorrow, on August 17th, that the Wisconsin's Best Bloody Mary Festival, one of my clients, we're going to do a drive-through festival, and so we will be doing with competitors and everything. We'll be selling tickets at 4 people per ticket, so like a mini Bloody Mary package, and you'll come through and you'll do a fun drive-through experience, and then we will have a radio station going that you can tune into while you drink with your friends.
That's awesome.
So, and a bunch of other like engaging things at the festival grounds. But yeah, ultimately you're going to get a shit ton of vodka and Bloody Mary mix and condiments, and food will feed you all for this lump sum. So
you were telling me about it. I was like, that's so rad.
We're just doing what we have
fun
to do right now to amend. But also, I think that when all this is through, we're going to find some great positive deviants to like bring into the next phase of all of our lives, of our society.
Positive deviants.
Yes.
Deviant sounded dirty.
Positive
diversion.
Positive deviance is the term. That's because it's a little dirty.
I like it.
Oh, what is someone deviating from, and they're doing it positively?
How do you do that? Hi, babe. So my daughter.
Do you want me to give you a lecture on positive deviance?
No. Okay. I think that we need to wrap up.
It's time.
Thank you all for joining us. Make sure to go follow us at Dina and Greg Show on all the socials. DinaAndGregG and DinaAndGregShow.com to watch all of the videos from the past, as well as the DNG Insider. Sign up for the DNG Insider.
I loved your head bobbing there.
Thanks.
So I promise next week that I will have it together again.
So we've got 2 more shows.
This might have been very entertaining
before our hiatus. Is that correct?
2 or 3. We're gonna take a month off when we're doing Lady Laughs Comedy Festival. So 2 more shows, and I believe our guests are lined up. One of them is an old guest, not a guest that we've had before, who's doing some really fucking amazing online stuff.
Oh, I'm excited.
And I think she confirmed, but I did not check my message. So for next week.
And I don't know the other one. I know that one.
Yeah. And so, yeah. Anyway.
The other one, I'm not sure I know.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Dolly Ben, thank you for messaging us during the show. Oh my gosh. Okay. We love all of you.
We do.
I'm Greg Potter.
I'm Dina Nina Martinez.
Have a great week.
Take me back to the nights we felt alive, picking up the pieces on a summer night. I didn't know that I would feel just like my heart's on fire whenever I'm with you. Cause we go back in time to thrills I miss and all the things I wish